Chairpersons, ladies and gentlemen. So in this section, what we are going to talk about is the logical sequence of a research. How exactly do we go about doing the research? What should be the sequence? The first is, as I told you, developing a hypothesis or a research question. Once you have done that, you gather all the published data, identify a lacunae that is present in that knowledge, and then design a study to fill that knowledge gap. This is your research hypothesis. Now, once this study has been designed, present this research hypothesis and the proposed study design in a departmental meeting. Let them critique it to destruction. Once this has been done, you take your study to a biostatistician. Understand clearly the number of variables you are chasing and what should be your sample size. Answer these questions. Will you have so many patients? With the grant that you have, can you afford to do so many patients? Do you have the time to treat so many patients? If the answer is no to any of these three questions, then this study cannot go any further. You have to revise it. Now, once you have cleared it with the statistician, you take it for ethical clearance. Submit your study to your institutional ethics committee for review. Let them ensure that it meets ethical standards and guidelines. The ICMR Bioethics Unit has standard guidelines of IEC, and the institutional ethics committee is representing them and is answerable to them. Now that they have cleared your study, now you can perform the study. Follow your research plan word by word. If you are altering your research plan, then seek fresh clearance from the institutional ethics committee. Patient consent forms should always be handy for review by the instructional ethics committee or your funding agency. And when you do photography and videography, you should have explicit consent for everything. Now your study is complete and you are prepared to document the study. So gather all your literature search in one file, and the bits that are important for you, you highlight them, because this will help you to write the introduction and the discussion. Now collect all your illustrations, photographs, photomicrographs, electron micrographs, videos, diagrams, charts, and collect it in another file. This is going to help you to write your observations and results. Now write the first draft. There are three prerequisites: clarity, coherence, and a logical flow. This is key to achieve a smooth and orderly progression of idea. Sentences, paragraphs, and contents will follow. Now, when I say that you want to have an orderly progression of ideas, it does not mean that you start from the title, then do the abstract, then do the introduction, and end in results and discussion. No. Write the material and method first, because this is the bit that you know best and nobody knows it better than you. Then write the results, because once again, this nobody knows better than you. It is your study. Next, come to the introduction and discussion and progress towards a convincing conclusion. Write the abstract last. Now is the time to revise and concise your study. Avoid repetition in introduction and discussion. Replace lengthy observations with charts and flowcharts. Revise the references according to Vancouver style. Add legends to your illustrations. Cite your illustrations in text. And now get the opinion of your guide or co-authors. Again, revise. again try to concise it. So after one or two revisions, you now prepare 15 PPT slides of this paper and present it in a departmental meeting, a multidisciplinary college meeting, or an IMA or a local chapter meeting. Why do I want you to present it? Because you will at once get a feedback from a whole few of reviewers. No journal is going to offer you more than 3 or 4 reviewers. And here you have a hall full of people ready to criticize your paper. Again, revise your paper. Now send it for publication. Choose the correct journal, bring it in conformity with the journal style, and upload it for online review. Once you have done that, wait for the reviewer's feedback. Accept the reviewer's value additions that they have suggested and thank them, and revise your manuscript. This you may have to do 1 or 2 times. Eventually, either of the two things will happen. Either your paper gets published, which is good, or it gets rejected. Send it to another journal. Now, once the paper gets published, your job is not over. Now you need to do the post-publication job. Promote and raise the visibility of your published article. The true value and the impact of your paper can be greatly enhanced by promoting the paper. The more people read, cite, and get benefit from your paper, the more valuable becomes your research, and the more enhanced is your esteem as an author. So the impact of research paper can be significantly increased by proper promotion. The impact is also a factor which is often scrutinized by your funding agencies. So your future funding can depend upon how impactful the present research has been. To how to promote the paper? Email it to important people, the funding agency particularly. Use social media such as X, Facebook, Telegram, WhatsApp. Update your profile on professional and academic networking sites like LinkedIn, ResearchGate, and Mendeley. Update in your institutional or departmental homepage and give a link to your paper. Contact your institutional press office with a summary of your paper, which may be one for the technical people and one for the lay people. Write that lay summary of your paper and send it for blogs in your subject area with again hyperlink to your paper. Produce a video abstract giving an access to your article and describe in that video what exactly your research is all about and why is it so important. Mention your publication in conferences. If you are presenting the paper, then at the end of the paper, show where it is published so that people can take a photograph of your slide and go ahead and read it. And check major abstracting and indexing agencies like Web of Science, Scopus, and make sure that your paper gets a mention there. So ladies and gentlemen, get ready and publish your next paper. Thank you.